Thank you for taking the chance to watch this video. To briefly explain why that's important to me, it's because these vlogs that I do, they're not just to teach. This is not, trying to teach from some years of experience so much as these things that I'm expressing in these vlogs are a way for you to get to know me. Because most anything that I share in these videos are a log of my personal beliefs. I exercise these things. These are holistically a part of everything that I do. This is the lens in which I do anything and everything in life, and it's important to me. And I find that a number of people find value in these things that I exercise, that I do, and that I share. So with that said, I wanted to touch on the toolbox fallacy. Now, this is a journal that I write. I've had this journal for like 2 years now. And this is where I write every single piece of insight that I find valuable and that I exercise personally. So sometimes I'll reflect on this. So I did one on toolbox fallacy. To briefly go over it, the equation associated with the toolbox fallacy is I cannot do X until I have done Y. And I'm going to read my page that I wrote in terms of notes because it's best to read it then ramble on about it. So I can't do X until I have done Y. So upon this waiting to achieve, time slips away. The toolbox fallacy hides in plain sight, as is any good self-deception, because it only works in circumstances that are true. It wouldn't be sticky if it was not valid. But the acquisition of a tool does not fulfill the achievement. Often the tool does not address the larger issue. That is, imposter syndrome or the fear of failure. The fear of making mistakes affects adulthood more than children, even with self-awareness. It doesn't mean the corruption or the corrupted reflection goes away, but it does give you the freedom to choose a new way of being. Always expect the visitation of failure and know that it is better to live a life full of failure than not to have started at all. Not having started the engine, not having moved it forward, makes things very difficult, makes things like time just slips away. Like if I didn't start vlogging, I would not be doing this vlog now. I started vlogging, like 2 years ago? And I kept it going, even if I just started with my phone and now I have a Sony camera. It's because I refined, I kept doing, kept trying. And, before a few years ago, it was very hard to find the motivation to do anything until I started to realize if I value my life, if I value the life of others, if I value time, then I need to choose my battles in order to make value and progress. It's better to have the flow continue than block it, because you still need that exercise, that constant flow, so that the tool can be leveraged to enhance that flow. When you are just waiting, when you just have a complete blockage and you finally get the tool, well, you're not really fixing anything because you can have the tool, but then you have hesitations because what if I do it wrong? What if I'm not perfect? And so now you have to address the blockage, not the lack of tool. That's why it's better to create that momentum, that flow. Because when you value time, you invest. You don't block, you don't save when you value time, you invest. And the return on investment when investing the momentum, the energy, that creative force, that's when you get the return on investment of education, and the fear of failure starts to diminish. Especially with imposter syndrome, the more you do and you recognize the value of that, the imposter syndrome, it helped diminish that power of fear, that power of that inhibition. And it's something that we need to be cognizant of, because our imposter syndrome can defeat us, and our fear of failure can be hiding underneath that hope. So we need to be clear towards why we're holding off. How much is our holding off from doing something that we want to do done out of fear? And how much is that wasting your time? So with that, I just want to leave it short. Thank you for watching. There's another video I'm planning to bring out in regards to what it looks like when time is valued. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys later.